Gucci Gabe, are we rolling?
We're rolling.
Alright guys, welcome to a brand new segment we are going to be doing on the channel. You know, same material, same content, but I feel like this way is going to allow me to be a little bit more flexible with it. I felt like the past videos were a little bit too precise, too perfect, you know, line per line. Was focusing too much on the editing, but I'm excited, man. We got a lot of cool things planned out.
Would you say this is like a podcast?
I wouldn't say this is a podcast. You know, when I think of podcast, I think of like interviewing someone for 45 to an hour long. This is going to have like some elements of a podcast because we do have some special guests planned out and everything. But I would say this is more like what we've been doing with more flexibility, more elements added on. And I'm super excited. In today's episode, we are going to be going over an item of the day that I want to recommend to you guys. And then we're also going to be talking about that Supreme Stone Island collaboration that just got announced. And it's actually coming out tomorrow. So it drops tomorrow. I'm going to be giving you guys my thoughts on that. And then we're going to be wrapping it up with some announcements, some things that are going on. I didn't really want to overthink this first episode. I just wanted to roll it out, basically give you guys an intro to it and see what you guys think. We don't have a name for it yet for this new segment, so you guys got to let me know if you guys have any suggestions. So leave a comment down below. If we end up selecting your name that you suggest for this segment, I'll give you guys a prize. That sound fair? That sounds fair, right?
That sounds fair.
I said we get into the first item. Get right into it? All right, so for the item of the day, this was inspired because I would say like 2 months ago when the Nike Fear of God basketball shoes dropped, there was these pants that I recommended in a vlog, the $70 basketball nylon pants. I'm not sure if it was because of me, but a few days later, those ended up selling out on the Nike website, which is crazy. And it was just cool to see, you know what I mean? A bunch of YouTubers ended up getting them as well. I'm not sure if they saw my video or whatnot, but you know, like Kais, Harrison, a bunch of YouTubers got those pants right there. And, you know, that's kind of like our brand, I would say. For years, I always offered cheaper alternatives because I felt like you don't necessarily need to spend a ton of money to get a certain look down. You do need to spend a lot of money to get a brand. You know, I always say, if something has a lot of brand recognition that you can't replace, like a Supreme box logo, then that's worth spending a lot of money on. If it's just like a general look, like a Fear of God look, then I always feel like there's cheaper alternatives out there. So that's what this item of the day is kind of inspired by. And I found another Fear of God alternative for you guys. I'm actually wearing it right now. They're only 45 bucks each. So we got the shirt right here. Like I said, I'm rocking the black one and this is a gray one. They had two other colorways that they offered, but I felt like these ones were a little bit more like lifestyle colors. The other ones were like, I think a blue with the red, and then they had a black with red. And these were most Fear of God like in my opinion. Price wise, these are 45 bucks. It is a loose fit, so that's where the Fear of God inspiration, in my opinion, comes from. The stitching is very cool on this. You got this like paneling stitching, and then it does have this, I would say, kind of like a diamond cut in the midsection. So it does have like these details, I think, that separates it from a regular Nike dry fit shirt. Usually I don't really like a lot of dry fit Nike products because it feels a little bit rougher, but this one is very soft on the inside. And as far as the loose fit goes, the sleeves are a little bit longer. It gives it more of like an athleisure look, in my opinion, not so athletic. And it does have the Nike branding on the left side, which I really like. Also, the collar has some really cool piping right here with the gray and black. So when you look at the shirt, you think that this mesh part goes throughout the shirt, but it just stops right here. So you are going to get the soft material throughout. Like I said, man, you know, the gray and black is what I would recommend. I like the black more than the gray, but 45 bucks, you can't beat that. I was looking at the Nike basketball shoot around shirt, Fear of God collaboration, and those are going for like $250 on StockX. So for 45 bucks, you can't beat that. But like I said, we're always going to be doing an item of the day on this segment right here. Always going to start it off with that. I'll leave the links down below to this item, and you guys got to let me know what you guys think of this. All right, so next up, we got the Supreme Stone Island collaboration announcement, which is crazy. No one really saw this coming. I saw some like rumors months ago, but there was no photos that surfaced, and they just dropped them a couple days ago. Here's my thing. If it is Supreme with Stone Island, I don't know if how you guys feel, but I want that brand recognition. You could look at these Stone Island pieces that were shown, and it doesn't even have any Supreme logo on it. You know, for myself, if I'm gonna be paying that type of money, like I said earlier, I want some brand recognition. And these Stone Island pieces, a lot of people are let down. The Stone Island connoisseurs, though, do like it. They're saying that these are pieces that are inspired by the 80s, like some of the original like materials and everything. But my overall opinion on this collaboration, I was looking at it. I try to like it. I just couldn't get down with it, you know, especially on the jacket. I like the idea of the jacket being shiny and everything, some really unique material, but the color kind of threw me off. At first, when I saw the photo of the jacket with the hoodie, I didn't see the collar, but then I saw the individual photos, and I was like, why'd you have to ruin it with the collar and everything? So to answer the ultimate question that I introduced to you guys, is the Stone Island Supreme collaboration worth copying? I would say no, because the prices are not going to be cheap, you know what I mean? And if you are going to pay those prices, get something with a little bit more hype, in my opinion. I would say no. You guys got to let me know. Do you guys think the Stone Island Supreme collaboration is worth it? I know a lot of people are excited about it. I like the shininess, and that's as far as it went for me. You know, like the actual cuts of the pieces and the bucket hats and the vests, I couldn't get down with. It drops tomorrow on the Stone Island website. Not the Supreme website, the Stone Island website. So if you guys go to the Stone Island direct website, they will have it for sale.
Prices looking like?
Prices are gonna be, some of the jackets I think are gonna be close to $1,000. So they're not cheap. You know, I don't know how much the vest and the pants. The pants are probably gonna be in, I guess, 500 range.
But the resale value.
There's not going to be resale value. That's what a lot of people are saying. This is going to be for the people that really like Stone Island. To have resale value, you almost got to have a piece that even people that don't like the brand for the brand. Let me rephrase that. To have resale value,
You gotta like appeal to the masses.
you got to appeal to the masses. You got to have people that don't even care about the brand want to buy that piece. You know what I mean? And this collection, I would say, doesn't do that. You got to actually like the brand to buy this collection, in my opinion. So that's why I don't think it's going to have resale value. The masses aren't going to gravitate towards it. I feel like this isn't a classic. They've have collaborated in the past, and it kind of just came and it went, and that's what this is going to be. But like I said, copper drop on the Stone Island Supreme. I'm going to have to go and say drop on this one. All right, guys. So as far as announcements go, I just wanted to give you guys a big thank you. We are actually 30K away from hitting 1 million subscribers. Something that I never would have thought actually could happen. Like, I was happy with 100K. I was just looking at my Instagram the other day. I made a crazy post when I hit 100K subscribers. I thought I shut the game down. Like, I was thanking my parents. I was even thanking everybody, like, helping me out. David and Andrew, shout out to the Fun Bros. At 100K, you know, it's like when you don't even know how far you can go if you set your limit so low. Which kind of brings me to a funny story, which I'll just go over it since, you know, this is a longer format. We're just gonna share it all. I remember before I started YouTube, one of my biggest goals was to get paid off doing a college gig. Like, that was like one of the first goals I set. I was like, man, after I get paid for a college show, I'm set, I'm good. And I remember University of Florida, shout out to the Gators, paid me $1,500 plus travel and lodging to come out to their show. And then I was on my way back. I was looking at my check. I was like, damn, I made it. What's next? Like, I had no goals beyond even that $1,500 check. And it just kind of reminds me of the 100K. Like, after I hit 100K, I was like, yo, we got to keep growing, you know what I mean? So what I'm trying to get across is never set your goals and your expectations too low, because you might hit them quicker than you might think. So million subscribers actually taking longer than I thought. I'm still thankful. I'm still grateful, but it's definitely taken a long time. It feels so close, yet so far. We're actually going to be flying out 5 fans. I think 4 to 5 fans. You know, you got to be over 18 to come out to Seattle. And we're just going to show you guys a good time, you know, show you guys the Hype Talk set. We're going to be throwing a huge party. You guys get to meet Tang and Johnny, you know, hang out with the crew for a little while. And I think it'll be a cooler way than just doing a giveaway for 5 pairs of Yeezys or, you know, Fear of Gods or whatnot. Just a different experience, basically. And just my way of thanking you guys. So we're going to be flying out 4 to 5 people. I'll give you guys details when we hit closer to 1 million, but I'm super excited. What else we got? Last night, almost bought a pair of Tom Sachs, the Mars Yards. If you guys don't know what they are, I'll post a photo of them. They're hype, but they're not hype. So they came out a couple years ago, and when they came out, the prices were like $600 to $700 resale price for them. And now the sneaker, whoo, let's just say right now the cheapest pair you could get on StockX in my size is about $3,500. I looked at them last night. Someone had them locally. I looked at them last night, checked them out, and he wants $4,000 for the Tom Sachs Mars Yard. You guys gotta let me know, man. Am I tripping? Because, you know, when you're in the hype, you can't even think right sometimes, and I think I might be tripping.
Maybe you got a cop for scientific purposes.
See, that'll get you in trouble. That'll get you in trouble. That's when the pockets start looking a little crazy. But yeah, maybe I might cop them for scientific purposes, show them to you guys on the next episode or something. But you guys let me know, are the Tom Sachs Mars Yard worth the hype? They're kind of, I like them because they're unique. They're not your typical off-white Jordan 1s is what I like about them, kind of, you know? So yeah, that's pretty much it for that. Friday, Project Goods website will be dropping, which is the garage sale that I mentioned to you guys a few days ago. A lot of people still with the video have asked me, hey, have you dropped the items yet and everything? In the video, I said Friday, 8 a.m. Pacific time, projectgoods.bigcartel.com. I know for the bigger dudes, they're complaining right now. You know, I'm sorry. We don't have anything past the size 10, but there will be everything from 8.5 to size 10, some size large clothes. But make sure you guys get on there early, man. But all right, guys, that pretty much wraps it up for our first episode of, insert the off-white quotation marks right here. We do not have a name for it yet. Like I said, if you guys have any suggestions for the name of the new segment, hit me up. But, you know, this is just, you know, more flexible content for you guys. You're no longer gonna get the super precise line per line anymore. I think we're gonna move on to this one. And you guys gotta let me know what you guys think of the new segment. Let me know the name. I'm excited about it. We got the new set. You know, we got the Supreme Kermit. We got the Bear Brick still. We got the Travis Scott's. Always got to have a nice plant on a set, you know, add the earthy vibe. And then we got the Complex Con skate decks from Murakami. I think those were 2 years ago from Complex Con. And then we also got the Bape head clock. That Bape head clock that you guys see on the desk was actually like 350 bucks, Gabe?
Yeah,
$350. And when it came, I thought it was going to be at least 2 feet long, and it was less than a foot long, which is crazy, but I'm glad it's made its way back into the channel. So the Bape head clock, but the new set, shout out to Gabe, shout out to Mary for putting it together. It looks super dope. But that's pretty much it. Again, Friday, Project Goods. We're going to be dropping these new segments on the channel consistently. You're still going to get the old material as well, but, you know, we just needed some new energy on the channel. All right, guys, I'm out. Peace. All right, guys, thank you for checking out that video. Also, make sure you guys are following me on my social media accounts, Richie Le 23. We got a lot of dope material coming out on those as well. This segment is brand new. We're still trying to figure things out. We got a lot of cool things planned out. Some guests on the channel, new segments within the segment. But that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think. I'm out. Peace.